So you're thinking about making a move here to the Market Commons in Myrtle Beach. You know, you're only half a mile to the ocean. That's certainly a giant draw. So you want to know, how do I get around? What are the roadways? How do I get to the beach? You know, that's certainly a little nuance right there that I don't think anyone ever talks about, is how do you actually access the beaches from Market Commons? Well, you're in luck, because today we're going to be jumping into my computer, diving onto Google Maps. I'm going to show you around Market Commons with a Google Map tour, but most importantly, I'm going to be showing you how to get to the beach and where to access it. And best of all, we're getting after it right now. Hey there, YouTube family. Welcome to the Market Common. We're going to waste no time today. We're going to jump right into the Google Maps for a map tour of Market Common, so I can show you the ins and outs of Market Common. Of course, I mentioned several times about the nuance of accessing the beach, so you're going to want to be sure to stick around through that as I share with you actually how to access the beach. You're going to notice that the Market Common nearly anchors the south end of Myrtle Beach. It is just north of Surfside Beach and east of Socastee. If we go ahead and scroll in a little bit more, one of the very first things that you are going to notice is right here, the Myrtle Beach International Airport. So if you are a frequent flyer, well, from let's say the center of the Market Common along Faro Parkway to Business 17, right up along Harrelson Boulevard, you can find yourself at the Myrtle Beach International Airport within about 10 to 15 minutes. So it certainly makes that very convenient. Now, being that close to the airport does mean that you're frequently going to have air traffic flying overhead. So be sure to check out my pros and cons video where I do discuss that, and I'll let you be the judge of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start at the bypass 17 side of the Market Common right here. We're going to follow Faro Parkway all the way through the Market Common here to Business 17. And of course, we're going to talk about right here, accessibility to the beach. Now, for those of us who have been around long enough, we recall that the Market Common is home to the former Myrtle Beach Air Force Base. So you may hear me refer to this side as the back gate and this side as the front gate, as of course those were where the guard gates for the Air Force Base were located. And you may still hear locals refer to, the back gate or back side of Market Common and the front gate side of Market Common. What I'd like to do is actually go into this satellite view here. I think it gives us a better overall depiction and picture of these map tours. Please let me know in the comments below, as you're watching these, do you prefer this satellite view or do you prefer the default layer view? Of course, I do these videos for you, for your enjoyment and for your education. So again, please let me know which map view you prefer. Again, I personally prefer the satellite view here. I think it gives us a little bit better depiction of the area. So again, as we come back here to the back gate side, we can see that there's a Walmart neighborhood market. And of course, that means you're going to find additional little shops and restaurants right here in this area. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. You're going to find an Eggs Up Grill right here. Great breakfast spot, a family favorite for sure. I also want to show you and make sure that I point out this neighborhood right here, as it is in my full vlog tour, and that is for the Meridian neighborhood. You can see it is on the perimeter of Market Common, but you do have the conveniences of grocery stores and such very close by. But the reason why I did pick this out in the vlog tour is you can see all through here is the next phases for the Meridian. It'll be the summit at the Meridian. So there will be some new construction opportunity with D.R. Horton within that community coming this fall of 2022. So if you are making a move here this fall, if you're looking for new construction and you want to be in the Market Common, well, all you've got to do is give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, schedule the Zoom call. I love the face-to-face meetings that we can have. So scrolling back out here along Faro Parkway, some additional points of interest that we are going to find is, well, you have the Tidelands Health Family Medical Center. You have a dentist's office here. You have one of the doc in the boxes right here as well. So it's an urgent care, I believe. So you have a lot of different medical facilities very close by. As we continue traveling along Faro Parkway, another neighborhood that I do share with you in my vlog tour is going to be Crestwind. Crestwind is located right here. So it too, you can see, is a very large neighborhood. It's a 55 plus community, has a ton of amenities and features that it has to offer. A 12,000 square foot amenity center. You have a resort style swimming pool. You have tennis courts, bocce ball courts, horseshoes, pickleball, or bocce ball, I should say. You have an amphitheater here where they host little events for the neighbors in the community. You have an outdoor gathering area with a fireplace, an outdoor kitchen. You have walking trails all throughout Crestwind. So great neighborhood. Again, we can discuss any of those details. If you are a veteran, first and foremost, thank you for your service and the sacrifices that you and your family have made. One thing that is very exciting for the Market Common is right here. This is home to the newly constructed VA outpatient hospital. So whether you're living in Market Common or maybe Crestwind here, that can be a big convenience to be able to access the VA outpatient clinic. As we continue further along Faro Parkway here, we're going to find ourselves starting to come in to the main kind of downtown area. Now, Market Common is self-described as Myrtle Beach's Uptown, Downtown, Urban Village. I think that's certainly a mouthful, but this is where you're going to find that urban village, that Uptown, Downtown area where you're going to find all the restaurants, all the shops, the boutique shops. If I scroll in a little bit more, let's see, somewhere right in here, here's the movie theater, actually Myrtle Beach's one and only movie theater. You're going to have a Barnes and Nobles right here as well. You're going to find a couple playgrounds scattered throughout here. Again, let's see, we've got Nacho Hippo restaurant. We've got Gordon Bierce Brewery. We have Tupelo Honey. Over here is Tidal Creek Brew House, one of my favorite breweries to go have a cold beer and some craft food. If we come back over here, you can see all the green space with the athletic fields, baseball fields, softball fields, soccer fields. Myrtle Beach hosts many sports tourism. This is one of the main sites for a lot of that sports tourism. So you do want to keep in mind, if you're living here, and again, this is something that I do mention in my pros and cons with the sports tourism here during those times of year, it draws, hundreds of baseball players, softball players, soccer players. As a matter of fact, my oldest, who is a part of our local club travel team for soccer, they host a couple tournaments here a year, hundreds and hundreds of soccer players and their families coming. So when you go to eat at any of these restaurants, it can get a bit busy. So you are going to want to be mindful of that for sure. I'm going to scroll out a little bit more here. And I want to share with you another community that I share on my full vlog tour, and that is right here, Seagate Village. Now, Seagate Village is the former base housing for the stationed personnel here at the Air Force Base. I think what's great about this area is, one, you can see there's a lot of mature growth and foliage throughout here. It's extremely close to the downtown Uptown area. And a lot of these properties, though they're duplexes, you can find some single family homes. They'll be about 12 to 1,400 heated square feet. The majority of these properties with carports. There are some garages. Of course, again, check out my full vlog tour. We do take a walk through the neighborhood streets here, but a lot of these have been renovated and updated, and you can still find them in the 200s, the 250s, and under 300,000, and be so close to all the action right there. Okay, we're going to jump back over here on this side of Faro Parkway. You have Warbird Park. And through here, if you are a disc golf player, my boys and I, we love playing disc golf. Right here is the Splinter City Disc Golf Course. You can also kind of walk through there, but it's something that we enjoy doing, on those kind of cooler days, especially in the spring and fall. A lot of fun for us. Okay, so that brings us right here to the front gate side of Market Common and Business 17. And boy, you can see just how close we are to the beach and Springmaid Pier, right? Which is a great benefit for how close you are. If I zoom out a little bit more though, here's what we're going to find is going to be resort after resort. There we go. Resort after resort after resort after resort. So this whole area is going to be very busy and very crowded with people vacationing here to the beach. So as you come to the beach, though you do have some beach access parking about every block to every 2 blocks, those parking access points are going to be essentially in between all these major resorts. So when you want to come plant your chair, lay out your beach towel, well, you are going to be in the midst of, sunbathers, very crowded along the beach, right? So let me show you a couple little secret spots, some things to consider. We're going to scroll in a little bit more here. You can see actually this area right through here is currently under construction. It is, I believe, a Holiday Inn, like a timeshare resort, but this is going to be a massive resort here. So it's only going to make this part of the beach even more crowded. You do have parking right through here. This is public parking to access Springmaid Pier. But again, with this new resort and all those other resorts, this pier is going to become extremely busy when you're wanting to come and enjoy time at the beach. So there is another spot. If I'm going to scroll out here and you see if we come down Springmaid Boulevard and to right here at Nash Street is public parking. Now this is a little bit out of the way. Not many people know about it. And you do want to make sure that you get here early enough because yes, it will be crowded. However, what's nice about this spot to kind of get away from the crowds, well, you can see it is essentially anchoring the Myrtle Beach State Park. And I'm telling you, when people stay at these resort hotels and they're going to the beach and they come out along the beach access point here, they're staying very, very close. Rarely are they going to walk all the way down here to relax and enjoy the beach. So if you park at Nash Street, well, then you can just walk a very short little walk, and you're going to be in this area here. That's part of the state park. You're going to have less beachgoers there. It's going to be less crowded and maybe just a little bit more enjoyable. I know when my family and I go to the beach, we like to have a little bit of room to spread our chairs out, spread our beach towels out, have the umbrellas up, have room to play our bocce ball, throw the football, the baseball, that sort of thing. So this is probably going to be a good spot for you to be able to do that. Now, of course, in the off-season months, though, Myrtle Beach really isn't finding itself to off-seasons as much as it used to be. It's still crowded in the spring and fall time with beachgoers. But your second option, so again, here is Faro Parkway, Business 17. Here is Seagate Village. If you were to take your golf cart along Mallard Lake Drive, you're going to find yourself right here at the Myrtle Beach State Park. You can see this is going to be the entrance to the state park right here before you get to the gate, where you will need to pay either $8 a day for parking and access to the park, or for, I believe it's right at about $100 a year, you can get the state park passport. Now, what is nice about this, it does allow you access to all of South Carolina state parks. So if you do enjoy visiting state parks, camping, those sort of things, well, it certainly can be a value for you. I'll tell you also, if you're living in the Market Commons or just the Myrtle Beach area in general, with the kiddos, or if you have the grandkids coming to visit you, there's just so much to do within the state park. They do have a nature center right here. When my two boys were real little, especially with my wife being a school teacher in the summertime, they would come here, several days throughout the summer and partake in all that the nature center has to offer. And they'd even get little badges that they could sew onto their t-shirts and that sort of thing for, accomplishing whatever event that they had for that day, whatever activity they had. So a lot of great things to do there. And of course, throughout the state park here, you're going to have restrooms and showers and pavilions with picnic tables. So if you're, enjoying time here at the beach, but you want to come in, have a little picnic lunch, you can certainly do that, under the pavilions in some shade and kind of cool down. But it certainly does mean that, I've talked to some people before. One of their priorities for purchasing their home was access to the beach, being very close to the beach. We discussed the Market Common, and they realized, well, yeah, we're within 2 miles to the beach, but accessibility, they didn't want to be, in the mix of all the tourism here. And, and they did enjoy the state park. So again, just some things that you are going to want to consider. So if you are looking to make a move here in the next 9 days, 90 days, 9 months from now, let's start the conversation. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, schedule that Zoom call. I'd love to meet you. I love the Zoom calls. If this is your first time to this channel, and of course you're wanting to learn everything there is to know about living, working, playing, and living that beach lifestyle, hit the subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up, tap the little bell. This way you'll be notified. And well, until next time, I look forward to seeing you at the beach.